Take a trip with us at Tony's Joint. They provide top shelf cannabis, concentrates, edibles, and accessories in 3 convenient locations in Essex, Leamington, and Kingsville. Did you know that Tony's Joint price matches also? Get the best deal today. Go see your local bud tender at Tony's Joint or visit them online at tonysjoint.com. Also, Dank to Your Door delivery is now available for a $6.99 flat fee. What a deal! Tony's Joint, a proud sponsor of Hat Trick Hockey.
And welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. We are pleased today to welcome 20-year-old Tecumseh native Braeden Burke. Braden has spent time with the Amherstburg Admirals locally, as well as the Chatham Maroons and Leamington Flyers, as well as playing abroad out in Alberta in the AJHL to start this year with Canmore. Braden, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Man, you've been everywhere a bit, eh? Out west, like, what's it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out there?
West, it was a great time actually. Canmore, obviously, it's beautiful. It's right near Banff, and it's a pretty tourist spot. So, getting to live out there for 2 months was amazing. But had to put some things first and came back home. But honestly, it was an unreal experience, and it was great to see the other side of the world for once. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like when you think you have the opportunity in junior hockey, that
Mhm.
most other leagues don't. Locked in, you're forced
Yeah.
to do one thing year round. But it's pretty cool that you can transfer between leagues, and you kind of have some control over that, a lot of control,
Yeah.
especially in junior. So good experience for you, and like you
Yeah.
said, you get to see a bit of the travel aspect of hockey and at such a young age. And by the way, for all our listeners, this guy just turned 20 3 days ago, so happy birthday to our guest. I think this is the first time we've had a guest on the show who's had such a recent birthday. So yeah. So I guess we'll start at the beginning, man. So obviously a successful junior player now, but growing up, how did it all start?
Yeah, so I think my dad put me into hockey when I was about 3. I started skating, and then when I was like 4 years old, I started playing house league in Windsor, playing Timbit hockey there, and yeah, just kind of started training a lot more, and playing other sports as I grew up, and I played on Tecumseh Eagles in the program there from when I was like 7 years old until I was 15. And actually, I had a 1 year stint with Sun County Panthers when I was allowed to move up a year. And then, yeah, so I played Tecumseh my whole life. After that, COVID happened.
Mhm.
So I started training a lot more. And I happened to make, the Windsor AAA program there.
Mhm.
So, yeah, just growing up, I always loved hockey. Um, just watched it all the time. Me and my dad, that's something we'd do every Saturday morning is throw on the highlights, and I'd reenact the games and watch and keep up with everything. So yeah,
Mhm.
Right on.
Now you play forward, right?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm a forward.
Is there anybody that you kind of, like idolize your like style?
Yeah, I mean, obviously growing up, like everyone's kind of idol, at least my age, is Sidney Crosby. And yeah, I would say I look up to Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid. Those two guys I look up to. Um, I kind of idolize my game a little bit more differently. I kind of like players like Logan Cooley,
Mm.
Jack Hughes, Trevor Zegras. Those guys are pretty creative, and it's something that I think I can implement in my game is creativity. So those are the guys that I kind of look up to.
Hmm.
Now, when it comes to, it's because those are very specific comparisons.
Yeah,
What is it about their game that you like? You mentioned creativity, but what specifically in that creativity? Is it like
yeah,
stick
like
ups? Is it along the boards? Like what is it?
yeah, like so much for Sidney Crosby. Like he's known for his edge work and his puck protection, and McDavid, he's got the speed,
Hmm.
but not everyone's gonna be that superstar, right? So you look to more guys that you kind of can relate to, especially like Logan Cooley. He's a fast player. He's got great IQ,
Hmm.
and he's really smart with the puck, right? He knows where he's gonna go. before the play even happens. Same thing with Jack Hughes and Trevor Zegras, those guys. And, you know, they implement creativity into the game. And, you know, they do moves that not a lot of players can do nowadays. And, yeah, it's just really cool and really fun to watch those guys. And, you know, it turns your brain on and makes you think of things that you can do too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Crosby's nuts because he's just the way that he's able to have like one hand on his stick and he just like sticks his ass out and you
Yeah.
can't do anything. And his legs are like the size of your waist.
Oh,
So
yeah. It's unreal.
like you can't knock him off the puck. Like the guy's got absolute tracks on him. So it's like what do you how like just I don't know. Like I've obviously, you know, seen you when you were with the Addies. I think that's when I first seen you play, and I'm like, who is this guy? I said to him, I'm like, who is this guy? You're buzzing around, hitting everybody, you're scoring. I'm like, so when you went from AAA to junior, who was the first squad? Was it like Amherstburg?
Yeah.
I know you played for like Leamington, like you've kind of been
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So I, after a pretty good year at the Windsor AAA U18 program, I was fortunate enough to make the Leamington Flyers in junior B there. And obviously, you know, coming in as a rookie, 17-year-old kid, you're not going to get the most playing time in the world. And so, you know, there's times where I didn't play, and it just came to a point where I had to make a decision whether I stick it out or, you know, I go and play some hockey. And at that point in time, you know, everyone just wants to play, right? So I made the decision to, you know, go to Amherstburg. I would play. I'd get my touches. And, yeah, so I went to Amherstburg, and Mark Turner was the head coach at the time. Really good coach. He taught me lots, and he trusted me and gave me that confidence where I wasn't finding in Leamington. So, yeah, once I got to Amherstburg, I just kind of had all the confidence in the world. And I was practicing as much as I could. I was also still practicing with Leamington. So Leamington was a great organization that I still got to be a part of that. And the championship run they had, they included me in everything. So, yeah, you know, I got the best of both worlds. Got a free Southern Cup basically, and got to play. So
Damn right.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I do remember that Ant. That first game actually, it might have been like his second
Yeah.
game since
I was
dropping down.
literally like, who is this guy?
You played against Essex
Yeah.
in
yeah,
Amherstburg, and I
yeah.
remember you had 2 goals and 2 assists or something like that. Like
Yeah.
it was a tight game that night, and you were
Well, yeah.
clearly carrying their
My
offense.
first game was against Wheatley, and like 5 breakaways, couldn't score. So needed that one.
Yeah.
But I remember you put a really nice move on. I think Adrian McBride was playing that night and just in tight roofed it. But talk about your experience at each level, because you have now played at the C, B, and A level.
Yeah.
What are the little nuanced differences, whether it's physicality or pace of play? What do you notice at each level that sets each league apart?
Yeah, well, I'd say speed is one.
Mhm.
You know, the higher you go up, the faster the game's gonna be. Not even more so just physical speed, like your brain speed and the way you're thinking. I mean, guys compared at the junior A to junior C level, they pass the puck a lot harder. Just kind of everything's a little bit more quicker. And then I'd go physicality wise, like junior C, there's a lot of running around, I'd say. A lot of guys just want to throw their body around. There's nothing wrong with that. But the junior A level, everything is like everyone's going to hit you for a reason. They're not just going to take themselves out of the play. So, yeah, I'd say like the IQ, the speed, I'd say everything kind of gets a little faster. I'd say junior B is kind of a mix of both, you know. You got guys that play both games. And so, yeah, just like the speed and physicality. And then the IQ, everything's a lot quicker. You got to be quick. You got to know what's going to happen before it even happens, right? So,
Yeah. And like you said, not taking yourself out of the play is so important at that higher level,
it is, yeah.
because it's wasted energy at that point. And when you do
Yeah.
that, you're going to open up a lane for the late man or anything like that.
Especially because it's like one mistake and it's like the back of your net. Like if you don't get the puck out once, like they're going right back down and roofing it on you, and then you gotta skate to the bench with your head down.
Yeah. How do you look, right? You're coming back. But so after that year ends, so like you said, you get the Sutherland Cup by proxy, and then you're with the Admirals. What went into the following year? Because you absolutely popped off with the Chatham Maroons. 21 goals, 19 assists for 40 points in
Yeah.
50 games with your full season at the B level. What contributed to that success?
Yeah, after my year there with Leamington and Amherstburg, I was pretty hungry. I wanted to prove a lot of people wrong that I could play at the level. And with Leamington leaving to go to the OJ, Leamington wasn't an option to go back anymore. So, I talked to a couple teams and ended up, Chatham's what felt right to me. Richard Santos was a great coach, and yeah, we had some good talks and brought me in and got to tour the room and stuff. And right when I walked in, it felt right. So, I had a chip on my shoulder that year. Had a lot to prove, and yeah, just kept consistent. Tried out new things. Worked really hard in the off season, and yeah, kind of everything fell into place. So I was grateful for the year I had there. And Chatham's an unreal organization. They just won the Southern Cup, but yeah, Richard Santos and Sean Connors were the guys that helped me a lot when I was in Chatham, and especially my teammates. So yeah.
Who was on your line there?
So I played with a couple bit of guys. I played with Josh Cleary.
Okay.
Went out with me, Cam Moore, and then Cohen Bidgood. Played a bit for the London Knights, and he plays on St. Mary's now. I also played with David Brown,
Oh yeah.
and then towards the end of the season and playoffs, my line mates were Jacob Kluche and Brody Gillis. Kluche just got drafted to the NHL, so
Yeah.
it's cool having your line mate as an NHL player.
Sounds like a horrible time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's quite some stacked line mates there. So, and
yes.
every single name he said there has been successful at every level they played at. Especially, like, I think David Brown is actually going to be in the league this year, Ant. We're going to have a chance to watch him with Blenheim, and then Gillis is going to be with Amherstburg. So that'll be good to see those guys. I'm sure they're going to light it up with their clubs.
Amherstburg, man, they've made some moves.
Yeah, the Addies look pretty stacked going into this season. As do the Blades. Blenheim's defense core is going to be crazy. Obviously, they get Blaine Bassick now, and but back to your career. So that year, obviously, playoff run, not as long as you guys would have wanted. The following year, Alberta Junior Hockey League.
Yeah.
What goes into the decision there? So obviously we mentioned earlier that it's fun to get that travel and stuff, but what made you decide, you know what, I want to try my luck out west?
Yeah, so I trained at Power Tech growing up, basically ever since I was like 7 years old. Andy Paquette, obviously, was the owner of Power Tech there. And yeah, so I trained there my whole life. And Andy will bring in University of Windsor guys to help guys train and lift in the gym and just kind of look out after us. And one of the guys was Ben Assad. He was actually the captain of Windsor at the time. And so we built a pretty good relationship over the 2 summers that he was there. And so he saw my year in Chatham and, he reached out. So, yeah, I mean, the OJHL is obviously a really good league. And that was one of my first options after the year that I had. So, and I also knew Ben. And so, yeah, I went out there and I skated a bit and they liked my game, offered me to sign. And, I think that was that. I mean, Canmore you don't have to sell on someone pretty hard to move out to Canmore, right? So,
yeah,
I mean, it was great.
Weren't you like nervous as hell just like moving away at such a young age and like across the country? Like, didn't that like make you nervous at all?
Yeah, so that was really hard on me mentally, I'd say. Moving away from my family and friends, and I've never lived away from home before. And I know guys move away at 16, and I don't know how they handle it so well, but yeah, I was basically a plane ride away, so parents couldn't really drive there, and I was very nervous. It kind of took a toll on my mental health. That's what ended up leading me going back to Chatham. And yeah,
I don't blame you, man. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I would never be able to move away for work, let alone hockey. That's something that obviously you want to pursue that for school or a career, but it's like That's a lot, man. It's
No,
one area of your life that ends up controlling the rest, and you got to move away from family, friends, siblings. Do you have any close family members? Like, do you have siblings?
yeah, I have a younger sister. She's 2 years younger than me, and we're pretty close. So,
Oh, well,
uh,
there you go.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, miss your. She's missing her big brother, right?
exactly,
Obviously,
yeah,
mom and dad will miss you. So, but yeah, you come back to Chatham.
yeah,
You go almost right around point per game with them,
yeah,
and then the OJ calls.
yeah. Basically, that's what
Talk about
happened.
that.
So, yeah, I left Canmore, came back to Chatham, knowing what I was gonna get, and knowing the people that were there. So came in, and yeah, I kind of just started lighting it up, and it just felt right to be back at home. But I did miss playing junior A because you skate every day and the workouts and kind of how demanding it is in a way. It kind
Yeah.
of feels like a job, and that's something that I like personally. So yeah, I had a great stunt there in Chatham, and then I got a couple OJ teams contacted me around Christmas time. So then I was forced to make a decision whether I wanted to stay in Chatham or go junior A, and just what I wanted to do and what I thought best was for me was to move up and get that experience and start practicing and working out every day again because I did miss that lifestyle aspect of it. And yeah, Mark Joris is the head coach in Burlington. He gave me a call and I liked everything he had to say. So yeah, I ended up going to Burlington and
Pretty cool, eh? And you
yeah,
obviously would have known a couple local guys,
merging. Yeah,
Murgic and Liam Carlone,
yeah,
also.
look at that
So
right there. Yeah,
lots
yeah,
of local ties to that team, and you go there, 10 games, only 3 points, but
Hmm.
there's an asterisk there.
yeah.
It's
It
junior
is.
A,
Yeah,
so you got to temper your expectations,
yeah.
and
It
it's
was,
a
it
new
was a
team,
new
right?
team.
So
I mean, it was tough to hop in. You know, pretty much close to the end of the year.
mhm.
Um, coaches usually have like their guys, and it's hard to kind of just walk in there and be the man when
Right, yeah.
you don't really have that relationship with the coach yet. And so yeah, that was it was a good experience and all. I also got concussed, so I missed 2 weeks.
That's right, yeah. I
So
do remember hearing about that.
yeah, but it was all good. I mean, it was great. So
And how did the
Why?
concussion? You're good now?
yeah, I'm good now.
Okay,
But
all right.
I missed. I think it was like 2.5, 3 weeks almost.
Mm.
Just the headaches wouldn't go away. So
What
whatever.
did you do? Get rocked?
No, actually, I was in a. We're doing a. We're in a practice. We're doing like a 4-on-4, 5-on-5 in zone, and I got the puck against the wall, kinda.
Hmm.
And one of my buddies like tripped me by accident, and I fell backwards, and I like hit my head off the
Mm.
boards and then off the
Oh,
ice. And then right away, I knew something was up because like I stood up and I was like kind of fell back down, had a headache, and yeah, kind of don't remember falling either. So
oh, that's not good. I was gonna
No,
say,
yeah, no practice too.
that's
just
not ideal.
don't do what I did.
What did you do?
I broke my leg, 2 spots.
Yeah, that's no good.
Good times. No,
You two
but
guys. This is why I'm glad I don't touch the ice. But now what do the cards hold? You said you're in the off season, you're training
mm,
hard.
Yeah.
It's showing. Is there anything that you can say on here? What's the plan for next year?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to Burlington. I officially signed there. I talked with a couple other teams, and I just thought the best option for me was to go back to Burlington. With a familiar organization, a coach that I got a great relationship with, and hopefully have a great year. Last year there too. So yeah, I know what I'm going into this year. I'm going back to the same billet family, same team. I'm really looking forward to it. So
so are
Awesome.
you allowed to say what other teams were in the mix for you? Are you allowed to say that?
uh,
Don't if you're not allowed to.
yeah, I can say like the leagues. Like I talked to another AJHL team. I talked to a BCHL team, two BCHL teams actually, and then USPHL NCDC team.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So there's Yeah,
So
I,
man,
I wanted to
there were
go
some
where,
options.
Yeah.
they all have their different things, right?
Yeah.
So the, if I go to the BCHL, I'm not gonna maybe play as much as I did in the OJ, right? So there is stuff that you have to take in, right? Like you can't just
Right.
look at the league name and
Mhm.
hop on it right away. So
Yeah, you got to consider all your options and like you said,
yeah,
the different perks that come with each one. But
yeah,
I think you made the wisest choice because the OJHL is incredible hockey.
yeah, that's
Probably the most fun level of hockey to watch, in my opinion. I know that's some people might disagree. They might say OHL, but I prefer watching OJHL because it's those guys who are trying to make that next step, right? Whether they are, an OHL drafted player or whether they're trying to make a camp the next year. And you get all kinds of different ranges. You could get guys like, you look at this year, Colton Smith in Leamington, right?
yeah.
Mm.
Good OHL player drops down, becomes a superstar, versus you have 16-year-olds who come in and get drafted out of the OJHL. So it's that different balance that you kind of get a mix of everything.
Yeah,
And you're one of those guys who's kind of now you're settling down. You found your home. 2 years in a row now, you're going to get to play with the same club, and I think that's going to be a great showing for you. Obviously, Burlington looks to be a good club once more, um, and I think that your success kind of weighs upon how you go into this season. And it seems like you got that go get 'em attitude on your
yeah,
shoulder, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Now, are they still masked there, or are you guys wearing the like
Yeah,
visors?
so there was talks that this summer that we were gonna go to Visors next year, but things with the insurance and stuff, they shut that down a couple of weeks ago. So we're gonna go back to cages.
Mm,
I'd rather
Yeah,
that's
wear a cage. Fuck
sucks.
that.
that's that's
Screw
too bad.
that. Like just
Like, yeah, it's one of the only junior A leagues that actually I think wears cages because the AJ's visors, the MJ's visors, the SJ's visors, and I don't know what else I'm missing, but
Yeah, no, well, they're all like the Null. Do they wear visors too?
the NOL wears visors, the BC wears visors.
Yeah, so it's like they're all kind of what do they call them? Like an outlaw league,
Yeah,
where it's like they're independent and stuff.
yeah,
Mhm.
There was talks of the GOJHL kind of
there
doing
was,
something
yeah,
similar to
yeah,
that
there was,
and going unsanctioned. So
yeah.
it's kind of interesting to see how politics affects hockey because that affects, what players go where at the end of the day.
100%, yeah,
And if
Mhm.
they're signing, midsummer and there's still not a decision on certain things, that can create problems. Now there's that new signing rule too with OJHL and GOJHL where drop downs can just occur at any which point.
yeah,
If a player feels like it, there's no money involved now, so you can
yeah,
just go, sorry, see ya.
yeah,
Hands a lot more of the independence to the player as opposed to the organization where there was like too much control. Because at the
yeah,
end of the day, it's junior hockey.
yeah,
Like these are kids trying to figure out what their future holds, not oh, okay, I got your card rights, so good luck going anywhere unless I feel like trading you, right?
yeah.
It's not fair to the kid, especially like a guy like you where, Burlington's would it be like 4 hours away from where your home is?
Oh, yeah, it's like 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, 4 hours, and you can't just up and go. Like it's not like a quick trip up the 401. You gotta consider all these factors. Like you mentioned, you're gonna be taking some classes this year online, and like online or not, that still bleeds into your everyday life, right?
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
yeah,
especially if you're applying yourself, and you strike me as the kind of guy whatever you put your mind to, you're doing the best at it.
yeah,
So, and then life, man, life just happens. Like you never know,
yeah.
and that can have like a mental toll too, right?
It
So
can.
talk about how you've balanced life with being a player, who travels around a lot. Like, how do you balance that missing family, um, doing schoolwork, or any other like relationships, stuff like that? How does that play into being a junior hockey player who's kind of moved around?
Yeah, well, obviously it's pretty hard. I mean, especially when you're away from home, you miss your family a lot, especially your family and your friends, right? So, um, usually I'll call my dad after practice, kind of just chat, talk how the day was, and I'll call my mom usually later at night. I'm pretty close to my sister, so she's also busy with school though. She's going to her first year university. But when we talk, we can talk. But yeah, I find just calling my parents, whether it's every day or every couple days, just hearing their voice or FaceTiming them, it's always good to. And they make the trip to see a couple games here and there. And they'll make a weekend out of it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really important to have that balance of not just being a hockey player, but finding other things you like. So, like with school, like that's something that I can kind of take my mind off of, or just hanging out with my billet family. Me and my billet brother, he's 12, so we play mini sticks and hang out a lot. We play Fortnite or whatever, watch YouTube. Like, we'll hang out all the time. So I find like that also helps, right? Like, when I'm away from the rink, I don't really want to think about hockey. So, yeah, I kind of just take your mind off of things, right? By doing what you kind of like. And yeah.
Now, do you have a girlfriend too, or no?
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay, there you go, ladies. He's a single man. He's a handsome bastard
It's
too.
throwing him out there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I just
No,
because if he did, I was gonna say, okay, well, how is that? Being
right. That's
so
another
far apart
dynamic.
from her, that's just like another strain, that. But he's good. He's
Yeah.
good. He's fine. He's good to go.
Yeah, and that's another thing where it's like you got to prioritize things that do matter long term.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's good that you recognize, right now I need to focus on this, this, and this, and that's good that you have that, man. That's a trait that not too many people have, especially guys, young guys who think, it's all part of the package,
Hmm.
and it's good that you say I have goals and I want to set them ahead of me. And I love the fact that you bring up having a billet brother too. That's a very cool dynamic because it's
Yeah.
something you've never had, right? It's a little brother, so you get
Yeah.
to feed into that.
So actually, my family used to billet. We billeted Windsor Spitfire for 4 years. So we billeted Grayson Ladd. He was number 3 on the Windsor
Okay.
Spitfires. He was a part of the Logan Brown trade when Logan Brown got sent to Kitchener.
Mm.
So we took him in when I was in grade 8, I want to say, and he was here until I was in grade 11. So we are very close, and looking up to him and idolizing him. I know how it feels, right? So I can give that back to my billet brother, and so I think it's just kind of full circle moment. It's really cool. And me and Grayson, like we had a great time together. We'd always hang out, and so being able to give back to my billet brother is kind of awesome because it's like this is literally like how he felt, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's
And he's
awesome.
probably just hockey crazy too, right? It has to be.
yeah, he plays for the Hamilton Huskies, and yeah,
Right
we'll,
on.
we'll play mini sticks or
Hmm.
talk hockey all the time. So I go and watch his games when I can and have an off day, and he comes to every one of mine with signs and pucks, and
Love
so
it.
it's awesome. Yeah,
That's got to be the best, man. You got your own little support club, eh?
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
Well,
Hmm.
it's not. Sorry, I shouldn't say little support club. That's your family while you're away, right? Like,
yeah,
you support you. You get the meals. You live under their house and their roof. So, and that's good that you aren't just giving back by being respectful or out of due diligence. It's going that extra degree just because, not just because you can, but because you want to.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
admire that big time, man. And shifting gears a bit across your whole career,
Yeah,
biggest goal you ever scored?
probably when I was like 7 years old or 8 years old, we were in our OMHA game. It was like OMHA finals, and I forgot which game. It was game 2 or game 3, and I had like a B-way,
Yeah,
and I tripped, and I was like on my knees, and I shot and I scored. Like the boys are crazy. We're all like 7 years old. We just went nuts. It was awesome.
It's one of those.
that's awesome.
That's what
Uh,
I remember forever.
oh man. Hey, what about? I always love asking guys too. What's your least favorite rink that you had to play in? Like the hardest. Like could be the fans. It could be just what's a hard barn to play in.
Well, there's a couple in junior B for sure. Um, I'd say I don't know, honestly. The Pat Stable team in the Sarnia Legionnaires, that's really small. The boards are pretty hard too, so that doesn't feel good when you get hit into those. But yeah, I'd probably say Sarnia's barn. I didn't really like playing in LaSalle. Their rink's really hot, and
Yeah.
like the one side of the stands.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's no fun to play at. But probably say one at LaSalle, and they're just like a rival, right? Like
Yeah.
against Chatham. So I'd say, yeah, definitely LaSalle, Sarnia for sure.
Whose
Yeah.
fans too were the worst? Just like heckling you, just all over you. He's
Ooh.
he's probably thinking he's like Essex, but
Yeah, probably the worst ones. Probably like St. Mary's.
Oh yeah.
Go
just
there, like they pack
give it.
their barn and they'll make signs, like they'll do anything to try to get in your head, and they sit right behind your bench too. It's like bang on the glass and stuff, try to get your
Oh,
attention.
how do
Yeah.
you how do you block that out? Just kind of
Uh,
just
well, like you look at them, you laugh, and then
Yeah.
you go out and try to score so you can point at them or something.
yeah,
Right?
give him a wink and a kiss or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Give it right back to him.
Yeah, you gotta just laugh and joke about it with the boys, but you don't let it bother you too much because again, they're paying to watch you play, right? So
Yeah, they're paying to watch you play, and how you're wasting a Friday night here, getting
yeah,
sauced, banging on the glass while I'm out here
yeah,
just living my dream, right? Like,
yeah,
who's having more fun right now?
yeah. Honestly,
But where do you see your hockey future kind of going? Does it look like stateside college? Does it look like trying to get pro overseas? Talk about that.
yeah. Honestly, not too sure right now. I kind of just can control what I can control, and that starts off with having a good year next year.
Mhm.
So hopefully, when all is said and done, I have a few options I can look at, whether that's at a university here in Canada or going to the States to get my academics. I don't think I would go pro right out of it. I think school is something that I want to get done, and
Mhm.
if I happen to, while I'm playing hockey there, put up good numbers and get that opportunity to go pro, um, then I'll make that decision when that time comes. But for now, I'm looking to get my academics through hockey. I think that's a really big goal of mine to, you know, whether that's a full ride scholarship or, getting some academic money
Mhm.
to play hockey. I think that's pretty cool. So,
Do you have any idea of what you want to be? Like what career field you want to go into, or?
I'm not too sure yet. Uh, I probably business administration. I have my own business right now that I run during the off season, and I kind of just always had that entrepreneur mindset. Um, and yeah,
Right on. Well, shout out your business
Yeah, I was
straight
gonna
now,
say,
man.
what do you
Give it a
do?
plug.
my business is called the Home Whispers. So we do window washing, pressure washing, and gutter cleaning. We also do leaf debris removal. So I've been doing that for 3 years now. I started it actually the year before I went to Chatham, and I've been upgrading a bunch of my equipment ever since. Kind of just all the money I've been making, just reinvesting it back into the business, and yeah,
There you go. Well, everyone, shout out the Home Whisperers. And now
Yeah.
you that operates out at Tecumseh. Do you do like all of Windsor, Essex, or what areas do you
oh
service?
yeah, Windsor, Essex. When I go to Burlington, I'll probably bring a couple of the squeegees and the mops, and maybe the pressure washer too, and the extendable poles and stuff. And I think my billet mom texted me, and she's like, "I got a couple jobs for you when you come back." I was like, "Sure,
Sweet.
yeah,
Awesome, man. So there you go. You
Yeah.
get to carry your business with you wherever you go.
Mhm.
yeah,
And yeah, you get your name out there not just as a hockey player, but I guess like a home detailer, I guess you could call it on the outside.
yeah." Like it's like a home cleaning service,
That's awesome, man.
cleaning service. Yeah,
Good for you. That's terrific. And that entrepreneur mindset is going to carry into your hockey play style as well. what you do to support yourself matters a lot in every aspect of life. So you're not expecting others to pour into you, but okay, I can do this for myself, and it carries me this far, right? So you have a benchmark set of what you want to do, and like you said, it's some good cash to have that flow of income, and when school rolls around, you got something to fall back on as well. So that's great.
Exactly, yeah.
Good for you, Ant. You got anything?
It's just hard doing a freaking business, man, or running a business. Like, it's kind of the same thing I did with this. Like, the first ever show was like mics that were like clipped on our shirt and they were horrible. Like, you know what I mean? And then now we have like, I don't know, we do like golf sims and shit like that. Like, it's, like just how much that, but we've been at this for like 5 years now in total. Like, it takes time. Like, it's not something that you can just build overnight, and it doesn't really matter what you do either. Like, it's a grind. Like, people don't get that when you start something from the ground up. But
Yeah.
the sweetest part is when it gets to a certain level that you're kind of happy with it. It's like it makes it that much more satisfying. That
Awesome.
so good luck with it, man. Keep going, keep pushing,
Thank you.
and just make that money, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep
Tristan,
making
do you
it
have
go.
anything else, or are you
No, I just wanted to thank Braden for coming on,
yeah.
dude. Like, thank you so much. We're happy to get someone who's so experienced, got a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of hockey under your belt, and much more to come. Here's hoping, man, you go on a deep playoff run next year with the Cougars.
Yeah.
All the best to you on your season. You as well as all the local boys on the team, Nick Murgic, Liam Carlone. I think Kyle Metzen played there a couple years ago too.
Yeah. Metzen played there. Carlone plays in Rinkler now in Manitoba.
That's right.
And Murjic actually just went pro. He's playing in Hungary.
That's right. Well, okay, then just shout out Braeden Burke evidently on Burlington. But yeah, way to go, man. We're proud of you representing Windsor Essex hockey well. And, your hometown is Tecumseh well with the minor program there. So good for you. Best of luck, Ricky. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
I've lost my fight with time. My numbers up and up the line. I gaze at the darkness, so empty. Just looking for the light. Shout for help, but no one's there. Need a guiding hand, someone who cares. All alone in the darkness, I've realized for the first time I am scared. If I could do it all again, if I had one more chance, my friend, I would rewrite all my wrongs. I would find where I belong. I got lost along the way. I had so much more to say. If I could do